So we're here in Clovis, California, getting ready to set a new wax ring on this toilet. Before we pulled it, the bolts, actually the nuts and the bolt kit were really loose, so there was probably some movement on the toilet originally. And then digging down into here, we've got some roots. You can see the root system that's growing into. It was all encapsulated in the wax ring that was in there. You can see those. So you've got active roots outside the home growing, underneath the footing, exterior, and getting up into here, and that would just spiral around and grow underneath the toilet. So something's going on out there. You might need to address your landscaping and get that cut back so the roots will die and not grow in here anymore. After that, this whole flange was covered with concrete, so we scraped it all back. We're going to clean it up here in a minute and get a new ring on there, get some new brass bolts in there. And then this pipe is a little high. You can see it's sticking up a little higher in the flange. So we're going to go ahead and set a single wax ring on there first, another single on top of it, just to make sure it seals correctly. But the main thing is get this cleaned off first. And then also over here, we're going to go ahead and replace this shutoff valve, get a new shutoff valve on there. And then when we're done, we'll take another video. So we're still here in Clovis, California. We finished installing the toilet. First portion of this video, it showed what was going on underneath. So you've got some issues outside the home that you probably want to address. The root system from whatever you've got growing on that side of the building has worked its way underneath foundation and is penetrating this area right here. So it wasn't into the line that I could see, but it had wrapped all the way around the old wax that was in there. So we took it back, we cleaned it up real good. There was a lot of cement on the flange and a lot of roots in there, so we cleaned it all back, got some new wax rings in there, got the shutoff valve installed, quarter turn shutoff valve, and the new supply line. But we do want to make sure this is flushing correctly, so it's not really draining right. It kind of stays full and sloshes around and then dumps finally. I don't like that. They're going to be doing a remodel and spring, and they got a new toilet lined up. So at that point, hopefully, when they resolve these issues, I'd like to see this toilet last until then, instead of spending more money, working with this. So any drainage problems, give us a holler. We've got a guy we can refer you to, who can come out, run an auger down it or run a snake down it. He's a plumber as well, so he can certainly pull the toilet and reset it if he needs to. But outside of that, this installation is done.